Aloha everybody, my name is Ben Kaneaiakala, owner of Phoenix Rising Addiction Center. Thank you again for joining me here today as I continue my video series, part 2 of step 2. So in the last video, I kind of talked about how we moved from step 1 into step 2 and some basic understanding of what we could use as a power greater than ourselves. And I had read the first paragraph of the 12 and 12 on page 25. So I'm going to move into the next paragraph where they're talking about the belligerent one. So we're faced with this God or this higher power of whatever it is. The program is having us find or come to believe in a power greater than ourselves. That this power, whether it's the 12-step program or as therapists or treatment centers or wherever it might be, that they can help restore my life to some sanity, to get me out of the depths of the hell that I am in, and use the resources that are available. What tends to happen is that though life starts getting better and we start taking our will back, we start making the decisions now. That surrender state of being that we were in when we first came in or first started reaching out for help I start feeling better and things start getting good, and that's usually what tends to happen in our recoveries. And yes, it does get good, better than where we came from or better than the way that it was in whatever situation or circumstance that you're seeking help for or looking to change or trying to get out of the insanity of whatever it is that we were in at the time, So now we're at this point of, okay, now we're at step 2. I've recognized that, I'm powerless over my thinking, my behaviors. And now let's look first at the case of one who says he won't believe. The belligerent one. The person who doesn't believe in God, doesn't believe in a higher power, doesn't believe in anything. The belligerent one. He is in a state of mind in thinking, which can be described only as savage. His whole philosophy of life in which he so gloried is threatened. It's bad enough, he thinks, to admit alcohol or drugs or whatever addiction has him down for keeps. But now, still smarting from that admission, he is faced with something really impossible. How he does cherish the thought that man, risen so majestically from a single cell in the primordial ooze, is the spearhead of evolution and therefore the only God that his universe knows, must he renounce all this to save himself. I have lived my life depending only on me. Me, myself, and I. That my thinking, I'm so attached to the way that I think, to my experiences that I've experienced in my life, that is the only way. It is safe. It's protected me. It's I can do whatever I want. I don't need to follow some religion. I don't need to listen to anybody else. I got this thing called life. Well, until we get to that's all fine and dandy until we reach a place where things aren't going so good. And we're experiencing a lot of pain and suffering, whether it be through alcoholism or drug addiction or any other type of addiction. Life has gotten really unmanageable. So what happened to this I'm all powerful, me playing God type of thinking? That's found within my thinking, within my mind. That is the only thing that I see, is the way that I think. Isn't that who I am? Isn't that me? How I think? And we're so identified and so attached. And we've got so many roles and judgments and identities around the way that I think that I don't even know what the truth is. and I've fallen into a place of having a lot of different challenges and problems that are going on in my life, that I don't know where to go. And all the tools that I have within my thinking might be working, might not be working. But if whatever got you to asking for help, it obviously isn't working. So then therefore, we are coming to believe that maybe something else needs to come in so that I can get better, you know? And when we're faced with the belligerent one, thinking that, what if I let, me go? Like, what's going to happen to me? That's like a big step in faith, in trying something new, like, what is this power? Well, like, what does this power greater than myself look like? And when the belligerent one is defiant, a lot of the times that's where the 12-step programming, going to meetings, and being of service and working the steps and traditions, and you're with your sponsor, that's a really, or going and seeing a therapist, like, those things are all helping me or you restore myself to some type of sanity. And as we dig into step 2, we're going to dig into a lot of that type of stuff. So if you are the belligerent one and you are struggling with this whole idea of powerlessness, of unmanageability, of surrender, of yielding, I'm just letting you know that the hoop that we have to jump through is a lot bigger than we think. That there's a lot more room in regards to this relationship with a power greater than myself that is a lot bigger. Contempt prior to investigation leaves a man in everlasting ignorance. We got to give it a try, because whatever we have been doing hasn't been working. So what we need to do is go try this out. Try therapy. Try going to meetings. Try talking to somebody who's experienced with dealing with whatever it is that you're going through. And do that. And see how that goes for you. And I just wanted to kind of touch on that with the belligerent one. Hopefully you can put some of your walls down and just give the help that's available out there a chance and an opportunity. So I just wanted to share that with you today in discussing. We came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity, and talking about the belligerent one and what that looks like a little. Okay, so if you have any comments or questions that you might have about this that I could talk about or address in the next, in part 3 of step 2, please do so. And I look forward to continuing this video series on step 2. And again, this is part 2. And I hope you guys have a great day.